Welcome. I'm Vicki Kelly, the Director of Assessment for Washburn University. I want to thank you for taking the time to learn about assessment. Collecting assessment data and understanding it is increasingly important for our university because it plays a vital role in our accreditation process and in our instructors' personal development as effective teachers in the classroom. This video will cover some of the basics of assessment so that you will have a holistic understanding of how you can contribute to the assessment process and just why the university considers it to be such a priority. You may have heard a lot about assessment from other instructors, the university, and even organizations dedicated to the professional development of educators. But what is assessment really, and what does it mean? Assessment is defined as an ongoing process aimed at understanding and improving student learning. It sounds simple enough, but there are actually several steps involved in assessment. The first involves setting firm expectations for student learning and making those expectations transparent to the students. So what are clear learning expectations? All classes should have a clearly defined set of learning outcomes or objectives that basically detail what the students should be able to do or know at the end of the class. For example, a student in the mass media department taking a filmmaking class would learn how to write a movie script, work a camera, and then edit the final film project in order to pass the course. When these learning objectives are clearly listed in the syllabus and made transparent for students, it is easy to measure who has met the learning expectations and who has not. For a student in an English class, these may be very specific to the topic, say Victorian literature, and the students will be aware they are expected to write a comparison paper of two different authors. At Washburn University, the university as a whole and each department have an assessment plan. The assessment plan outlines for each degree and class what students should learn. At the university level, these are University Student Learning Objectives, or USLOs, and they apply to all general education classes. At the department level, these are Program Student Learning Objectives, or PSLOs, that apply to all the classes within a major. These define what graduates should know and be able to do at the completion of their program. The university and individual departments will have a method for gathering assessment data for every class taught. The university requires that USLOs for general education courses be reported at the end of every semester through my.washburn.edu. Faculty can log into this site and click on the Faculty tab. Toward the bottom of the Faculty/Advisor Self-Service menu is a link called Submit USLO Scores, where faculty can input individual scores for each general education class taught. If you are teaching a general education class, these will have already been determined along with the method for measuring them. At the end of each semester, the department you teach for should contact you to gather assessment data from the classes you taught. Each program creates its own definition for student achievement and how it is being assessed. Remember, the building blocks of course assessment and general education assessment lead to program assessment and making sure students are fully prepared. The most important part of the assessment process is interpreting the data and then sharing it with colleagues, students, the university, and alumni. Departments and the university will compile the data collected and analyze it to understand larger trends in student learning. This information can help teachers to isolate problem areas in student learning so they can make changes if needed. By understanding how assessment works, you can help Washburn University and your department become more effective in the classroom and ensure that our students achieve the quality education we want them to. Thank you for the part you do for our students in this very important endeavor.